Hey everyone, it's Kris from the Reformed Grognard with an unboxing video. Went out to check the mail today, and despite not having any kind of shipping notification, I got SKULK Hollow in the mail. I am super excited about this. This game looks amazing. I took it out of the box because I had no idea what it was because I didn't know it was coming. So let's open this guy up and check out what's inside. I have been very excited about this since I ordered it 10 months ago on Kickstarter. So it came with this base box here, as well as a little Heroes Ancient Relics mini expansion that we'll take a look at as well if I remember it. The box looks great. It's got a nice UV spot gloss on it, on the names and the art. I really love the design on this game. The box sides are all really cool. This is for 2 players, 40 minutes, and ages 8 and up. We'll see how that plays out as far as difficulty or not, but it looks awesome. I love these monsters. The spot UV carries through across the entirety of it. The back is surprisingly simple, actually. It doesn't have a lot of detail on it per se, but I love the use of the layout and the artwork. I'm so excited about this game. So let's see what's inside. Let's see what's inside. Oh look, it's just the cover again. So there's the instruction book. It's a thick paper, especially the cover. It's got a little bit of a story going on there. Shows your components, including the different monsters that you fight. So this SKULK Hollow, you play the Foxen, which are heroes, trying to eliminate a guardian, who are these giant kaiju-style fantasy creatures. And I believe, so one player plays the Guardian, who is trying to eliminate the Foxen, and one player plays the heroes. If there's more than one player playing, then multiple Foxen are in the game, being controlled by different players. Not a huge fan of that style of game. Generally speaking, I really prefer games where the bad guys are automated, but it's also hard to do. Man, look at how beautiful the art is in this. Just absolutely adore it. It's super cool looking. Looks like the rules are pretty clear. I love the iconography on it. It's really cool looking. Goes through each of the different guardians. Gives you the unique setups for each one. Shows you the graphics on them. And then just the team stuff on the back. Got a ad here. Ooh, I have not played anything from these guys here at Pencil First Games, but I've seen Herbaceous, and it looks really cool. Heroes Welcome is in my to-play list on my phone. Cool. So this looks like it is a map. Oh, I think you actually play on this as well, but it's sort of a old-school map layout of it. On the back side, it's got a part of a journal page on it, which is fun little character or immersion stuff. Let's see. So this is a board as well. Looks like it's got a segmented area. Man, I love the art in this so much. So great. And then it's got one with slightly less segmented, but the same art, which is kind of interesting. Ooh, now we're into the bad guys, who I am going to set aside for a minute and look at in a moment, because they're very exciting. So, inside here we have player boards for the different guardians that you're fighting, and it looks like they each have different goals that they're shooting for. They also have different levels and types of skills on them. So we've got the Foxen heroes, that you play individuals of. You've got the Grak, the Tanthos, the Raptora, and the Apoda. And the backsides are just nice, clear, fun, clean graphic design, and this is amazing. Foxen Heroes has got the same on the backside. Now this is neat. I really love this. So the box has this nice texture in it. I love that. And then everything looks like it's got its own place. This is a little bag of hearts. Fingers don't want to open it. And they all have just a tiny little screen printed cracks on them on one side. Love that. That's really neat. And then we've got green hearts. I think possibly these represent the Guardian's life in it. Again, nice looking. They're a little thin, a little small for my hands, but they fit perfectly. Love it. We've got some assorted bones here, which are pretty fun. Oh, they're very light, but they're really cool looking. Love it. Reminds me of the old skeleton in a coffin candies that I got when I was a kid. There's 24 little orange glowy tokens, which are also really neat. I love the way the light catches those. And then each of these is in its own box. So Tanthos, let's say you're playing Tanthos. It's got the image below it, which is beautiful. Love that. We've got Tanthos himself, and I may be careful with these because I think I may re-slot them into that for packing. So on one side, it's just him in the art and just awesome. And the other side's got actual play field going on. And then you open up Tanthos's box, which has him on the front, the sides, and then it actually has a little bit of description about him on the back side. And inside, wow, I don't know how I'm going to fit all these back into the boxes. This is impressive, actually. So Tanthos himself has a custom extra large meeple and pieces that are all little tentacles. And it looks like there's 2 or 3 different styles there, maybe even 4. And look how thick they are. Man, that's a hardy meeple right there. That's impressive. Tanthos also has his own deck of cards. I'm going to be a little more delicate with this package than I usually am because I think I'm going to want to keep it in that. So it's got his picture, it's got some different things he does, how he moves or triggers things with the tentacles. Man, I love the art in this game. It's so fun. It's got some kind of player guide on the back side of it. I really appreciate them doing that on these guys. That's really cool. It's got his goal on there too. It's almost like you don't need the larger cards, honestly. So we'll move Tanthos there. Slide these down so he can fit on the screen because he's awesome. You can't see him anyway, but whatever. This is Grak. This big old grizzly bear. Man, this is neat. I love the way they did this with the trees up on it. So cool. So much character in these guys. So Grak again has his silhouette in the box there. And Grak doesn't want to come out. The Rumbling Guardian. So Grak's is a little simpler. He just has a simple, well, he's got a dead Foxen and Grak. So big and chunky. It's fun. Love it. And then he's got his own cards as well. Just like before, it's got the player guide, it's got his goal on it, and how things work. It's interesting to me. Looks like his are mostly just his one big icon. We're really curious to see the different ways these actually play when you're playing the game. So then we've got Raptra, who is so cool looking. Love it. So I really like this like gaping wound with the green coming out of it. It's very magma-esque, and then look at that. It's like trees for the wings. Man, that's so cool. Love that design. Raptra. Oh, sweet. So it's interesting. It looks like Raptra's cards are slightly different. It's got a couple of them marked ground on them, ground and air. Plus it's the player guide and the movement stuff, which is really interesting. Man, I'm curious about how this game plays. That's cool. Its meeple is just a big old orange raptor. And a cloud, which is fun. And then we've got, I'm going to pull the Foxen out of here so that I can get to a Poda, who is a big old sweet centipede beast. So cool. Man, I love the design in this game. It's great. So Poda's got a deck of cards. Just like everyone. Looks like moving, stabbing, sizzling. You know, like you do. And his appears to have maybe, well, he's got the actual tentacle, the centipede itself, and then he has these little icons, maybe ground rubble or tentacle arms, I don't know. Not sure exactly what those represent, but they're cool looking. And then finally, the Foxen heroes, who do not have a board beyond the other board, because I believe they climb around on the Guardians during the whole game. Oh my god, they're so cute! We'll look at those in a second. So I really love the way they designed this, where the box has everything you need to play that character. It's got the cards, it fits the meeples, and then it fits back into the slot where it goes when you're done playing it. So clever. Man, that's a beautiful design. Love it. The Foxen has a lot more cards. Significantly more, about 2-3 times as many. It's got player sheets for all 4 if you've got all 4 heroes playing. You've got the King of War, the Prince of Guile, the Princess of Tactics, and the Queen of Blessing. I love the art in this. It's got a like slightly Don Bluthian feel to it. A little bit of Rats and Nim style. The mouths in particular, like look at that. Look how much character is in that mouth. I just love it. The cards themselves, looks like it's got melee, missile, movement. It's got a couple of assistants you can bring into the mix of some sort. Cool. Nice. Okay, so I'm curious to see how that rolls out. And then the Foxen themselves, it looks like there are a couple of different icons, and they are all individually screen printed with completely unique icons on them. Really cool. They are double-sided, so you have the icon on both sides. And that is SKULK HOLLOW from Keith Mata, I am going to butcher these names, Keith Matasheka, Eduardo Baraf, and Dustin Faust. And I cannot wait to play this game. I believe the instruction book had... Yeah, so the illustrations from Dustin Faust, and he did the graphic design as well. Majetka did the game design, and then Baraf did the game production and development. And then Sebastian Kozinier did some more graphic design. This game looks great. I cannot wait to play it. So that's SKULK HOLLOW. Thanks for watching. May you live in interesting times. I did it again. I did a Kickstarter unboxing and forgot to unbox the mini expansion. So the mini expansion says it's an Ancient Relics expansion, which looks like it is a separate deck with, it says it's got tokens near the SKULK HOLLOW map. I don't believe I got any tokens with mine. I'm gonna have to go look in my box again, I guess. That's interesting. There's a farm, a shrine, a mine. Unless they consider these the tokens. I don't think so. I'm going to have to go look that up real quick. Interesting. But yeah, cool. I have no idea what it does. So But as you can see, I looked after the fact and realized that it's the bone-shaped relic tokens that came with the base box that I was looking for there. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this unboxing video from the Reformed Grognard. Hopefully I'll get this to the table fairly soon and can give it a play because it looks super fun. As always, if you'd like to support the channel, you can, first of all, subscribe here on YouTube, and also find us on Patreon. We are at patreon.com/deeplydapper, or you can find us on Instagram under Deeply Dapper Games. That's also our website, www.deeplydappergames.com, where you can find our store and podcasts. Thanks for watching. May you live in interesting times.